So as soon as I went in this women's bathroom, the black American man followed me. I was looking for the extra space, but it had two sections, and it touched me from behind, almost close to my neck. I was in panic. I was shaking. I was saying, I'm going to close that section, and there was a long line of people following me behind. So I was trying to create a stampede. So they're trying to be bumping into me and touching me and causing people to bump into me. So they're trying to cause like a sexual harassment, a sexual harassment gang. So, it's like guys, they just want to have me provoked to death and say they want to kill me like Jordan Neely to revenge slavery of black Americans by African source slaves. So since even when Judge Zimmerman killed when Judge Zimmerman killed what's his name again? Trayvon Martin, they banned me from the library immediately. They said my hoodie list makes me look like Trayvon Martin. So I've been experiencing racist attacks in this country for decades now, and the Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me. Even though I was kidnapped in 2019 by the police, they went and dropped me in the psych ward as the city was about to pass a law. They called the Erigana choke law, anti-choke law, or something like that. It's either they were trying to pass the Erigana anti-choke law, or they were issuing a ruling to remove the Erigana killer from the police force. There was an administrative hearing being heard, and I was never invited, even though I given Erigana the court papers to give to the police, and the police went and choked him dead the same spot by giving him the court papers on Bay Street and Victor. So they leave me out of everything, but I suffer the repercussion. So this is racist and gender motivated violence. So I believe the fingerprint is of the black male that followed me to the bathroom, and he grabbed me from behind. I was shaking. I was like, "What is the problem this time?" So you can't go into the bathroom. I'm about to lock up more doors. So they're locking doors on me, and they block that section off, and they're engaging over cleaning. Anywhere they see me, because they say Africans are dirty, Africans are booty scratchers. So anywhere they see me, they start creating a cleaning spree, blocking doors, and over cleaning. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They're just trying to stampede me, obstruct my movement in a transportation facility, which is against the law. This is, under the Interstate Commerce Act and federal laws and local laws. I've been got to do something. This is out of control, and they're noticing. My mother's daughter killed her in 2015. Nobody helped me. My friend Arugana was killed. Only the Arugana family got help. So they've been noticing for decades, and immigration arrested me wrongfully in 2000. Nobody helped me. So they've been noticing for the past 25 years since my mother brought me to America in 2000. I've been getting attacked, abused. Nobody's helping me, legally. My mother's daughters ran me over with a car and locked me up told the police to arrest me wrongfully in Pittsburgh, as I was being shuffled from New York to Pittsburgh while my immigration case was going on. And you see the police in Pennsylvania didn't help me either. So I'm being attacked everywhere. My mother is dead, my friend is dead. These are the two people trying to help me. So I've got to do something, you know, because in 2001, I was young I was staying on with my mother in Cannon Ferry, Manhattan Terminal. And we're staying in hotel because we just got evicted from a place. So we're staying in hotel this time. I thought hotel, staying on here. This is Manhattan Terminal. And my mother was paying like $60 a day, and she got, I think it was $45 a day then. Well, she got tired of paying the money. And my mother's daughter's house have apartments and staying in Pittsburgh. So my mother lured me. She told me to follow her to Pennsylvania. I was like, your daughters are very violent. They used to beat you up in Nigeria, tell you to bring them to America. And you arranged for them to come to America. And the family they were staying with, the white family, they were staying in Pennsylvania. As soon as they got here, we didn't get they beat up that white family also. They had to lock them on juvenile. So I said, I don't want to stay with your daughters. So my mother was like, no, you're not going to stay with them. I just want you to follow me to Pennsylvania real quick. I'm just going to grab something. I have some documents. I want the daughters to sign. Oh, at that time, I said she was trying to buy a house, and she wants that for her to sign a document. I said, why can't you mail it? She's like, no, it will be quicker for her to just sign it. Okay, I said, okay, cool. So, we got on, she didn't really tell me the reason, but she formulated something like that. So we got on the Greyhound bus, another first pretext. We got on the Greyhound bus, I went to Pennsylvania, and I noticed my mother got into a car that this Flora was driving, and I got into the car also. I thought, we're coming back to New York. And this Flora told me to get out of the car, you can't be in the car. And I got up, and this Flora ran me over and sped away. I was on the floor. I was on 636 Industry Street, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15210. And that area has a lot of crime. And so the people were like watching, the neighbors were watching what was going on. Like, just fly ran me over and sped away with the car. As I was screaming and crying, and then the Bolani called the police on me. They had the biggest weapon on me, and I was attacking everybody. And the police came and took me away. And they went and locked up in the Mercy Hospital in Pennsylvania. At that time, 2001, Diallo had just been killed in New York. So this Bolanle was monitoring that case in New York, and she was so excited about it because she gambles a lot. And I guess she was so excited that the family, Diallo family, got money. And she called the police and police also had a weapon also. She tried to set me up. So hoping I would get killed because I'm unmarried then, I'm unmarried now, and I'm single. So she thought, she'll be the one to inherit the money with my mother and the other daughter and her sister Flora. So she tried to get me killed in 2001, and it didn't work out because I remained calm in the hospital. I told them they had to go back to New York because I have an immigration case. And this Bonani lied to the hospital I didn't have an immigration case. That was just delusional. So I was like, delusional. So I called my lawyer in New York and they called the Mercy Hospital in Pittsburgh. And they told them I did have an immigration case. So they released me and said they were so sorry. The doctors they were so sorry. They didn't know why my mother's daughter should just be making up life. I was like, ghetto lottery. She was trying to get me killed so she can blame it on the police as accidental. So I guess the hospital didn't understand ghetto lottery and they released me. I didn't file charges against her. 14 years later, in 2015, my mother said this Bonani was poisoning her food. She was moving with narcotic gang. She has gotten much more criminal minded. She used to be in juvenile prison in Pennsylvania. I said she was not moving with a narcotic gang. I said my mother was anytime this Bonani gives her food in Pennsylvania, my mother started having a heart attack, heart problem, pain in her chest. So she gave my mother food close to Mother's Day. My mother said it was like a Mother's Day gift. You know, my mother said she didn't have the severe pain. Since Mother's Day, this Bonani give her food. That's why my mother decided to come to New York because the pain was getting so much. That was my Mother's Day present to my mother. And my mother got on the Greyhound bus and I had a heart attack on the Greyhound bus, and the Greyhound bus kept driving her. They didn't hear lift her to the hospital, and they finally drove her to New York like that and called the ambulance to take her to Bellevue. So my mother was in Bellevue, getting better, getting better. You know, and for 7 days she was in Bellevue. So this family came over from Pennsylvania, told them to, and so my mother was getting better, told them to lock her up in the cycle. Even though my mother wasn't crazy, but that family plays that game. Will make up mental illness about people. So just try to get my mother to panic to death, so she can then blame it on the city of New York. That they, because the city of New York had already taken me and my mother's home on Staten Island, and the Uganda was trying to help us there, and the police beat the Uganda dead. In 2014. So by 2015, I think my mother was saying this Burnley was into life insurance policy scam. She was moving with certain people. My mother subscribed into life insurance policy scam. So my mother was like, say the sudden interest of this Burnley with this people because she wasn't really moving with this person before like that. All of a sudden, as soon as the person won a life insurance policy over the death of their own family member, my mother said this Bradley was calling this person, like, suddenly became interested in this person. So this Bradley likes money and stuff. So my mother was scared because she was very suspicious of the other person also. That, she was very suspicious that person is a cheater, is a liar. And my mother said she can't trust that person for nothing. You know, and then my mother said, anytime this boy gives her food, my mother would start having pain in her chest and stuff. So my mother fled Pittsburgh as the pain got severe in her chest. And said while she was on the bus coming from on the ground, but the pain was getting more severe, and they didn't put her in the, they didn't hear her lift her. So by the time she got to New York, so the pain was so severe she collapsed on the floor at the Goyan terminal, and they called the ambulance to take her to the hospital. Bellevue. As she was getting better, and this banana showed up from Pittsburgh. If my mother was surprised that this banana was able to locate her because my mother was hiding in the hospital. She didn't tell nobody what hospital she was in. You know, I said the banana showed up. I told the hospital to lock her. It was a second panic on her. It was just menacing on the hospital and the other sister Flora. So I believe these bullies that are harassing me, I've noticed it's very easy to abuse an immigrant with just a green card that nobody will take them serious. So this is an extortion type gang. They're, blocking the bathroom to prevent from using it as I have diarrhea. I said they want me to kill like Jordan Neely. So this is very intentional. They're inciting us against me. So they always ambush me in the bathroom because they know this I always go to the room with that anti-diarrhea drug. And I tried to get stuff out of fence that they were good. Even they ambushed me in the bathroom at the start this argument and Atlantic Avenue Target store, they have good bathrooms there. I mean they have bathrooms there, so I normally go there to buy it at their website. And they also harass me to let me use the bathroom there anymore. So they're just trying to kill me and I believe this may be gang orchestrated and my mother's daughter, they feel my mother's daughter will inherit all my property because I don't have any child, I'm unmarried. So they believe I'm killed, I should be killed with a gang member. So in case I'm killed or anything bad that I'm supposed to do, only civil rights activists all around the world should administer my estate, even if I'm put in a hospital because someone just try to run me over because if I'm unable, if I'm incapacitated, I'm unable to function. Only civil rights activists should administer my estate and make sure they get justice for me and my mother if in case I'm dead, and use the money, the remaining money asset I may have to give to people so expenses, sober like me, people they've been deported to prioritize for charity assistance, and also in case I'm incapacitated anywhere, either they lie against me, put me in a psych ward anywhere, you know, they should civil rights activists all around the world should fight for my freedom and help me get justice by going to court. I'm not looking to get married to anybody. I'm not looking to have a child with anybody. I'm single or married without any child. I'm not in any cult that allows anybody to go create a child for me. I don't have any agreement with anybody, surrogate agreement. So I'm being attacked by criminal type gangs. There may be more than the one working with this Bolanle and my mother's daughters. There may be other gangs out there also. I'm sure there's, but it said, anytime money is involved, I'm trying to sue U.S. immigration for arresting me wrongfully in 2000, even though I had a green card stuck in my passport, and the NYPD for taking my home in 2010. And when Arizona was trying to help in 2014, they went and beat him dead. So I'm trying to sue a lot of people. So they said when there's money involved like that, people will try to kill. They said that was the guy also. He fell on the job, a construction worker in Manhattan, and he sued his company and got a settlement $100,000. And he went and cashed the money in the bank, and he took the bus to Harlem. As soon as he got off the bus, somebody followed him on a scooter and shoot him dead and stole the money. So for the past 25 years, I've been looking for lawyers to help me sue U.S. immigration, to sue. So a lot of the lawyers told me no, no, they don't want my case. So I don't know if somebody has spread word on the street and contacted my mother's daughters and told them, you can get the money instead as an inheritance scam. So suddenly my mother has been killed in 2015 and there's been an attempt to kill me also. So I believe, all this abuses I'm experiencing, being ambushed in a bathroom, is crime inspired, it's extortion, maybe related to extortion motive, so this has to be investigated. And whatever is inspiring them, they have no right to be denied access to the bathroom, and they are questioning. And sometimes some of these gang members tell me I'm going to be killed like Jordan Miller. Whether they're just doing it for due to racist issues, due to they say xenophobic issues, they say Africans, so Black Americans in slavery. So they have variety of you know criminal intent. But so as a foreigner, I've been experiencing this for 25 years. Where I've been experiencing all kinds of crimes, and I don't get justice here in America. So enough is enough. I've been begged God to help me. My friend Aragona was trying to help me with my court papers. The police went and beat me dead after the police took my home instead. So enough is enough. Let justice prevail.